we shall see how to create decision tree for Boolean functions. So the first function that we can get to know is A and negation B. You know the rule of AND operator, right? If both the sides are true, then only you'll be having output as true. Now the second operator what we have is the negation operator. So the Boolean functions are computed from left to right direction. So the first variable what we have here is A. So that can act as root node. So each variable is having two values, right? In Boolean function, true and false. So if A is true, B also should be true. Okay. So if A is true, B also should be true to get true as the outcome. Whereas we have negation B here. So let us take the node B first, and as usual let us put true and false paths. Now if A is true, negation B will be false in this case. So whatever B value is there, you have to negate. Okay. So if A is true, negation B, now here it becomes false. So when if A is true and B is true, we are going to get no as the value. So A is true. In this path B is true, but negation B will be false. So true and false will be no. In the same way, A is true, B is false means negation B will be true. We will be returning Y as the value here. And this expression, if A is false, it will be obviously no as the value. No need to go for B at all. So this is how the decision tree is drawn for Boolean function. If we go for the second case, A or B and C. So left to right direction. So obviously we'll be having A as the value for root node. Two possible values, true and false. So here, since this is OR operator, if A is true means outcome will be true, right? So if A is true, I'm going to get S as the value. Otherwise, if A is false, we should have if A is false, we should have true value for the right hand side expression. So in this case, we have to examine these that is operands and operator. So if A is true, directly we can write Y as the value, whereas if A is false, we need B and C to be true to get the S value. So from left to right direction, B is the next node to be evaluated. For B, let us add true and false directions. So since that is AND operator, we expect C also to be true to get S as the value. So under B, I'll add C node and its paths true and false. Here B is true and C is true means I'll get S as the value. B true, C false means no will be the value. Whereas if B is false, in this expression if B is false means directly I can write no as the value because it is the AND operator. That's how we draw the decision tree for the second type of the problem. Let us go to the third problem. The third problem is A XOR B. So this is equal to A and negation B or negation A and B. So we have to go across left to right direction obviously. In this case, if this expression is true, then we don't have to evaluate this expression because it is a OR operator. And inside that, if this is true, we have to examine this also. If this is false, we need not examine further, but we have to go for other possibilities because once this is false, this entire expression becomes false. Since it is operator OR, we have to check what may be the value of the other part of the uh, expression as well. If it was true means, if it was true with the or operator, any one expression is true means we will get 1 as the value. Here in this case, when a will be equal to false, we will be getting 0, that is no as the value for this expression, and we will have to examine the right hand side expression as well. So let us draw the tree for this. So we have a, for a, two paths, true, false. So if a is true, that is internal expression, if a is true, we need to check with the negation b as well. Just now we solved for negation b, right? Just add b and its respective true, false. Now write the outcome with reference to negation b. So a is true, negation b is true means you'll get true as the value. So a is true, b is false means negation b will be true. So here I get yes, and here I get no as the value. Next, further, if a is false, if a is false, this expression need not be calculated further because this will be equal to no. So since a is false, we can go for the right hand side expression, examination. So here we are going to take b again. So the expression is negation a and b. So negation a should be true and b should be true to get true as the value. So in the same way, now a is false, right? Negation a will be what? True. So here again add two paths, true, false paths. So negation a is true. So a is false means negation a will be true and b is true here. So we will get y as the value, that is s as the value, and negation a is true and b is false means I'll get no as the value. So this is how we create tree for XOR operation. The last one is the fourth one which you have in your solutions, which is fourth one is a and b or c and d. Same way like how we have just resolved, here we have four variables, there we had only two variables, here we have four variables. So from left to right direction we'll create the tree. For a, true, false. So if it is true, false, I'm going to check with b now. General case it is b and two paths, true and false. A is true, b is true means I'll be getting s as the value. Wherein if a is false, what happens? If a is false, we will have to examine the right hand side expression. So we'll see how to do it. Let us complete the left hand side tree. So a is true, b is true means s as the value, we know that. A is true, b is false, which is nothing but this second expression is false. So if second expression is false, this entire expression will become false, right? So we need to examine this expression here, which means we also need to include these nodes under this subtree. So that is why we are going to take C as the node here. So C node and respective paths, true and false. So what do we have here? The condition checking is with the AND operator. So if C is true, then only we are going to check for D value as well. Otherwise, if C is false, directly we can write no as the value. So I'll write, if C is false, I'm going to get no as the value. But if C is true, I need to check D value as well. So D value given with its own paths, true, false. And if C is true, D is true, then we will get S as the value. And if C is true and D is false, we get no as the value. Coming to the right hand side of A. If A is false, this expression becomes false, right? So we'll have to examine this expression. So here we are going to write C as the value. So C, two paths. Here there is no place. So I'll be taking false as the value here. If C is false means this expression becomes false statement. So I will have n as the value here. And if C is true, I'm supposed to check the D value. Similarly, how we have written on the other side. D value, add its paths, true, false. And if C is true and D is true, we are going to get S as the value, otherwise no as the value. This is the tree for the fourth problem.